And we're starting, as I said, with a warning about fake images, or deepfakes, as they're now called. AI-generated adverts, they're springing up all over social media platform X in recent days. Now, this is falsely showing the Bank of England Governor, Andrew Bailey, in a so-called punch-up with Reform leader Nigel Farage. Now, that's on Question Time, apparently, and Question Time isn't the only show to fall victim to fake footage circulating online. Take a look at these clips of another very well-known panel show.
What if I'm talking out of my I like talking out of my I told my son Matt to dump her, and that's the last we'll hear of Taylor in our house. Denise, I must say, but your son is a very good stud muffin. And after the break, we'll be talking and more just like what we do every day. Every day? That's right, darling, it's our specialty.
Well, we are loving. Can I just say, we had to edit that very, very carefully to make it daytime friendly. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. So if you find it, you know, don't be offended. That clearly isn't us. But
really?
Yeah, I think that was pretty obvious. It's not us. But having said that, the stuff out there can be so convincing, Jane. I mean, have you ever fallen for these AI-generated things? Do you know when it's fake or when it's not fake?
Well, Ruth, I think it's very realistic. No, I mean, that obviously is a fake. It's the same voice that's used for all of us. It's clearly humorous. There's a lot of other examples, I think, that are less funny and less easy for people to distinguish as to whether it's fake or not. And obviously young people are suffering a lot from it with sort of deep fake things to do with pornography. But, you know, I mean, at the minute it's all fairly basic, but the boss of Apple, I think, has said that within 5 years, even people that are quite good at spotting fakes will struggle to spot the difference. You know, they will be able to replicate all... We can stay home.
Yeah.
They can replicate all of us talking and nobody will be able to tell the difference. And that is very worrying because obviously not for us necessarily, because but for political misinformation, propaganda, etc.
Yeah, we're already seeing deep fakes being used in the war against Iran. So now there are a whole raft of videos. We started off with Trump showing him choosing to portray himself as Christ, which upset a lot of people on his Truth Social platform. But now there are loads of AI-generated videos showing all different versions of the war. So these are propaganda videos. So just as way back in the day in World War II, they had propaganda broadcasts on the radio. Now they're using AI to create a completely fake impression of where's getting bombed and who's getting hurt and what actually is happening in the war, and that is frightening.
It's dangerous. It's very dangerous, isn't it? And I have to say, there are things that I see where I have to stop and go, is that real? Or I've sent something to say to Jack and I've gone, oh, it's normally something funny, you know, go, have you seen this? And you go, Mum, that's not real.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I go, oh.
I do that with my kids as well all the time. Or the times I don't, and I forward it into the group chat and they all just put laughing faces after it and I go, oh, it's AI.
Yeah.
I mean, it happened with my sisters, actually. There was this fantastic, supposedly singer on something like Britain's Got Talent, an older woman, and she was singing this beautiful song, and my sister was going, I never even saw this episode, she's fantastic, she should be world famous, and all the kids were like, Auntie Denise, it's fake. Yeah. And she gets really angry.
Was it Susan Boyle, was it?
No, but like, she gets really angry because she's like, how am I supposed to know? And I was like, I don't know, actually, because some of it, like, obviously that one there of us wasn't, but some of it is so realistic.
There's a lot of
people
animal
are getting
ones
people are getting scammed a lot by it as well. You know, older people taking advice off an AI.
You know the ones when they say, I found this baby crocodile and then I fed it with a pipette and now it's this gigantic crocodile that lives with me.
Wait a minute, is that fake?
But also you see people giving health advice, all sorts of advice on these things. And you go, I don't know if that's a real doctor, I don't know if that's a real medical professional. So I find it worrying. I mean, I found, you know, the loose woman one there, I found that very humorous when I watched it this morning. So, isn't it? Language is tricky. It's quite funny. And it's very obviously not us. As you said, the voice is the same. Even your little giggle, Jane, which I'd never heard you laugh like that.
Beside of my face there, I look like a completely different person. But if you're an expert, so I know Martin Lewis, who obviously...
That's who I mean,
the money expert, he has a big issue with this, a big problem with this, because he has been AI generated to give advice to people that he just hasn't given.
And people are taking the advice. They
yeah.
think it's real and
Yeah.
losing so
And
much
being
money.
scammed. I know he's very angry about
so
it,
angry,
isn't
and
he?
rightly so, and that's the scary bit for
But the
me.
government has said for years they're going to crack down on this, and they still haven't managed to do
Oh,
it.
well.
They still haven't, indeed. Obviously, the best way to watch us is live, right here. And then you know we're not robots.
Like what you
or
did
are
there.
we?